I always hear arguments on the internet. Who is the better sportsman? Jordan or is it Oscar? In football, the same thing. Pele or is it Messi? The argument just keeps going on and on and on. But one thing people don't realize is they always bring stats. Oh, this guy has this many stats, and that guy has this many stats. He has scored so many goals, and that guy has so many baskets. Oh, that guy played both ends of the field, and they have their own arguments, and all of them are valid. But what a lot of people seem to forget is nowadays people are scoring more goals, and they're being more efficient, but they never say, like, they always say it's because they're better. But one thing people don't realize is those players who came, like, in the 21st century especially, they have a lot of things already available for them to succeed. For example, when they are kids, when they wake up, they know that one day they can be a footballer and be a great human being. But if you ask somebody from way back in the days, or in basketball, when you ask Oscar Robertson, you can tell him you're gonna have a great life, like you're gonna have a lavish life playing basketball. He wouldn't know when he was a kid. But someone who was born in the 20th century, 21st century, as soon as they wake up, they know that if they, even when they're kids, they know if they play things right, if they do things right, they know they're gonna have an amazing life playing basketball or playing football, whatever that the case may be. So, the person who was playing in the 1960s, he had way more disadvantage. He had to have the character strength to believe, to play, to do what he loves to do, and to believe that it's gonna bring him something of goodness in his life. But the person who was who came after the 21st century, he didn't have to do that. He just knew, oh, if I do that, he knows if he did that, he's gonna have a good life. You understand me? And plus, the amount of skills and the amount of lessons that person readily available has is unfathomable. He just has to click a screen, watch TV, or go on the internet, check out a skill, and then go practice. But the guys who were from way back in the days, they never had that. They had to create the skill. You understand me? So, you cannot say, oh, this guy has this many baskets, so he's better. Or this guy has this many goals, he's the best. You cannot say that. You understand me? Stats don't tell the whole story. They don't. So, but there is this one thing, the eye test, Just when you look at them, oh, this guy has something special. You understand me? This is just something stats cannot do not take over for this person. You understand? It's not just about the stats. It's just when you look at them, something inside of you tells you, this guy has something. This guy has something special. It's the eye test, but it's not just these eyes. It's your eyes from in your heart. You understand me? For example, there are a lot of examples of that. Even though they don't have the stats, you just know when you look at it, be like, this guy has it. You understand me? Huge example, Allen Iverson. You just know when you look at them. You just know when you see them in their craft. You know that they have something, and that something is what actually makes a human being great. If you check out his stats compared to the ones compared to the people who argue this is the best and this is the best, they are nothing. But he has this huge power just to shift an entire era. He had that power. Why? It's not measured in stats, but it is just something that he has inside of you, inside of him. So, put these things into consideration when you argue about these things. But obviously, the people who only use their brain, they cannot understand what we're saying. They can't. They will just say, oh, it's numbers and this and that. But people who use their hearts and their brains, they always know there's just something about this person that makes him great or makes her great. So, As always, my choice is always gonna be the Mr. 23, Mr. MJ, who changed a lot of lives, who is like way in the middle, like right in the middle. From the right era, he had the right eye test. You know, when you look at him, you just know, oh, this guy is special. He has the stats, he has everything. MJ, forever, man. And he has that it. Whatever it is, he has it. Peace.